Somebody asks, how do I convince my city to support more small scale developers?
Oh, I struggle with these convince my city questions because I realize where they're coming from. They're coming from like what are the arguments for this? And I respect that. Um, Not to denigrate the question at all, but I always get these, what is the magical incantation that Strong Towns has that can convince my public officials to do something that they're not ready to do? That's a really tough one. If I were to make the case for incremental developers, um, and yesterday I had this conversation with someone about 4 different things that need to happen for housing to shift. It was a reporter that asked me this question. And I said, you have to change the zoning codes. You have to change the approach to building codes. We need to change finance, and we need to create an ecosystem for local developers to do this kind of work. Um, if you are a community that is happy having just Walmart, Costco, and dollar stores, then your large developers are just fine. Like, bring them in and have them build large things at scale. You have a denuded ecosystem, and I think you're in a very, very fragile place. But if you look at Costco, Walmart, and the dollar stores and say, we really need to have small business here. We really need to have local startups. We really need to have a path for entrepreneurs. We really need to have capital for that part of our ecosystem, and actually bring in and thicken up and fill out that local entrepreneur class that makes a community really hum, that makes a place really incredible. That same kind of dynamic is going on in the developer space. If all you have are carpenters who work for big developers, but you don't have any carpenters who are out on their own, every little home repair becomes something you have to go to Home Depot for and go through this. Every little thing that you want to have done, a little addition, make an efficiency apartment out of your back door. All of these things become undertakings that are just out of reach for the normal person, for the average person. And what you become good at is delivering tract housing at scale. What you become really bad at is making your neighborhoods better and helping people stay in their homes, make better use of them, enjoy them more, add more value. I feel like having an ecosystem of small incremental builders and developers and contractors and people who can do this work is absolutely essential for any place that wants to be on a path of thickening up and maturing their existing neighborhoods. Otherwise, there's just nobody to do the work, John.
Yeah. Nathan asks a question, and Nathan from Calgary asked a question that I'm pretty sure we talked about this a little bit at our staff retreat last week in Milwaukee.